Loading, loading, testing, testing. Yeah, we're here. Okay, I'm going to try talking while piloting. I've just been recording the actual show, and I haven't been trying to do any um, do any voiceover with this because I think there's enough action in the show in the game by itself. But my wife was watching last night's episode with me, and she said, "This isn't a game. This is not a game. This is a half hour of watching someone do their taxes." So, not everyone's a fan. I want to show you today. I've transferred the fuel. The way you transfer fuel is you select tank, and then you shift select control shift control option grab. There, you option click another one, and you select the tank that's going to get in, and the tank that's going to get out. And then you transfer, but this tank's already full. So basically that's how you transfer fuel. And then you do the same thing for monopropellants. But in this case, I have got so many tanks. It's not practical. And ooh, it looks like you can't transfer monopropellant into those little tanks. If you've got these big tanks, you can transfer it, but I haven't. Those little tiny tanks, apparently you can't do that. So it's a good thing I don't need to, huh? Dang it. So anyway, let me talk to you for a second about the ship. This is the Darby Explorer, the Darby station, and we've got a space telescope, and we can do things like look out the camera for the ship. Like this. There isn't much to see right now. We're just looking at the horizon. It's not, all it does is it gives you a look down the pipe of the ship. It isn't actually a telescope in that you can't, come on, let me deactivate the camera. Deactivate, not disable. There. So you don't actually, it isn't actually a telescope. It doesn't magnify your view. Man, there's some lighting issues on that side of the ship. But still, it's very nice. And then we've got a cupola that gives, there's room for one crew member in here. And basically, it just gives you a different view. And here I've got the storage unit. Oh, don't tell me I blocked the door. Oh, no, I didn't block the door, did I? No, the door's here. So this can hold up to 2 crew members. And they've got a nice dinner table and a conference table, and it looks like a regular spaceship inside there, like the kind of thing you'd see on a long flight. And so I always like to include one of those so they've got some place to go and talk. Here's our main module, our main ship, and that's where these guys are. Let's take an IVA of Wilbus. And this is just, it's very much like the Apollo spaceship. There's 2 on top. Wow, kind of blocked my view over here. That's okay, though. This is what I'm looking at here. This bar on top is one of the solar panels for one of my probes, and the thing below is more pieces of that. So as I launch those probes, I'll get a better view out that window. And out there, you can see the refueling Eagle docked. Man, that was not a fun docking. That was really that's the docking I decided to film, not the docking where I actually gracefully and with no issues at all dock perfectly the first try. No, the one where I bounce and rub noses for like 15 minutes before it works. And there is another one of our pilots, and then the other pilot is down below us down here. Can't quite see him down there, but anyway, and there is the docking door below, and here's our normal controls. And the SAS, right now we have automatic stabilization enabled. I'm going to turn off the RCS system like that, and that's the R key, and the T key turns off the SAS and also turns off the rote. I have no idea what the rote is, but stage is good. We're armed. If I pulled up those levers, which is the left shift key, left control lowers the throttle, left shift raises the throttle, there would be all kinds of bad things, because I currently have got like a few hundred metric tons of spaceship hanging out there, and I can't see it now. I can't. Oh my God! No! 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 Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Did I do something stupid? Did I break the ship? Did I break the ship? I broke the ship. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! I didn't break the ship. Oh man! Wow! Sometimes when you turn those navigation computers off, things move. And when right now I've got this is one spaceship here with a docking hub with 5 more spaceships, and each one of them has their own navigation computers. And when you turn off the navigation for the main ship, sometimes these other ones come on, and then everything fires up the RCS systems, and you've got 6 computers, each one of them in a different axis, trying to get the entire ship to reorient itself straight. And each one of them has its own definition of what straight is. It's not a pleasant situation. So anyway, here's a look from Jebediah. Oh yeah, 7 computers, because he's got a computer in his system too. This is actually the command module for do not block. This is actually the command module for a jet that has been retrofitted for space, and I really like it a lot because it's roomy. It's got a nice view, but you can't put a docking port on the nose of it. So what I did was I put a docking port extending out underneath the ship, but it has the same basic controls. You've got your throttle, navigation systems, you've got the gimbal showing you that yellow circle with the fins on it. That is the orientation of thrust at this time, the direction that we're actually moving. Do not exceed operational limits. You're right. Do not exceed operational limits too much. And we're currently traveling at 2,286 meters per second, which took an awful lot of fuel to get us here. But that's the whole point of what we're doing here. We're done now. We're done with this ship, and I'm going to go, and Jebediah, excuse me, is going to be the commander for the flight to the Mun. And what we're doing now is we're getting ready to head out to the Mun. We've refueled our tanks. We're ready for the Darby Explorer to go to Mun orbit. And when we get there, on our way, we're going to be dropping off these satellites 2 at a time so we keep the ship balanced. And these satellites have got their own navigation systems, their own fuel tanks, their own engines. And when we get to the Mun, we will then have set up orbits for satellites around the Mun. I don't have the cartographic systems installed yet, which means that I won't be mapping yet, but at least it's a practice run for me. And then this is the Mun Lander, this thing up on top. And let's see if the hatch is free. Can I get at the hatch? Yeah, the hatch is free. So what I'm going to do now is a spacewalk to get Jebediah up into here. And this ship can carry 2 members. So someone else from the tria part of the Darby Explorer will join Jebediah up here, and then one will probably go into the cupola so that I can have that view of what's going on too. So let's do our EVA. So this is always kind of exciting. So we want to go forward. When we get out, we're going to want to go forward and down the front. That actually ended up working pretty well. Okay, Jebediah, here we go. All right, we're EVA. And wow, it's dark. Turn on some lights. See what we're doing. Oh man, it is so dark. It's dark in space. It's really, really dark in space. And we control this docking port here from the main ship, from the Darby. So we will be able to undock, and then we're just gonna use RCS to pull away gently away from the Eagle, and we're gonna abandon the Eagle. I feel kind of bad about that because it's a really nice ship. But okay, so we're gonna space to let go, and we turn on our jets. There we go. We still can't see ourselves. There we go. Little orienting goes on. Spacewalks are still kind of creepy. You move relative to the orientation of the camera. So you look where you want to go, and then W moves you forward. So it's much more like oh, I'm going up too much. Control goes down, down. So it's a different set of controls than controlling a ship. S slows me down, backs me up. I'm going down too much, up a little bit, and forward. There we go. A to the left. Control goes down. And shift stops my downward movement. And we are moving a little bit faster than I want. Towards the ship again. Down a bit. Down a bit. To the right. Man, these things are so responsive. To the left. To the right. To the right. Up. Up. There we go. Now we're slowing down. And the hatch is below, because I see the viewing port. So we'll go down. And one of the things I haven't figured out how to do in a spacewalk yet is yaw and pitch. I can't turn. All I can do is go in orientation to the camera, and I don't always reorient myself. So if I float over here, okay, slowly, slowly, and we stop going down. Come on, up a bit, up a bit, and then there I reorient. Oh, but see, now I'm still looking down, so I have to use the up key to move camera direction a little to the right, a little forward, coming in kind of fast. Up, 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 stop, stop, slow, 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 slow. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. A little forward. Good thing these helmets are hard. And we're close. We're close. We're close. We're close. Come on. Down we go, down we go. Oh, a little bit. Down. Board. There. Whew! Okay, I made it. I'm in. And then we figure out who's on the ship with us, and there we are. And we look at an IVA, and here we are inside the lander itself. There's not a lot to see inside the lander. This is going to be the ship that we take down to the Mun. And we have controls, or we've got the very essential information about our radar altitude. We have no idea how to land on the Mun. I mean, basically, when you get to the Mun, you get an altitude reading based on the average altitude of the area, but not of the specific thing you're trying to land on. Excuse me a second. And so eventually you reach a point where you zoom in and you're looking at the gimbal to make sure that you're falling straight down, and you look at the radar altitude to make sure that you know where land is, and vertical speed. And vertical speed has to be less than 10 or you will die. And if it's more than 8, you'll bounce. 5 is about the point where you actually start sticking the landing. 3 is perfect. So, I mean, effectively, while you can be outside the ship getting that camera eye view of the ship, but you can actually see the land too. So this is right here like this. This is how we're going to actually land, just like this. Because these are the things you have to pay attention to. And if you are playing the game and you haven't learned how to use the gimbals yet, dude, learn the gimbals. Learn the gimbals. Learn the gimbals. They're really, really important. And I think the lander can take 2 pilots. So, who should go with? Who should go with? Patbull, Elgin, Vivus. Hey, Patbull is clapping his hands, so he's gonna get to go with. So we turn on the lights, we turn on his rockets, we let go, and back a bit, back a bit. Come on, rockets. Come on, jetpack. There we go. Orient, 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 orient. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Down. Man, don't hit those. Don't hit those. They'll break. Don't hit those. They'll break. You can snap stuff off ships if you're just running into them with your face. Ooh, I might actually be able to board there. Ha! Okay, it will take two. Excellent. Excellent. I was hoping that that was the case. So let's take a look at Patbull's view. Patbull will have an entirely different view of the ship. It's dark in here. He's looking at the hatch. That's awesome. That's just awesome. And there's the dock to the main ship above. Still can't transfer crew through these docks. And there's Jebediah ready to fly the ship. And here we are inside the actual ship itself. And there's no snack compartments. Please tell me that's a snack compartment. Please tell me that's a snack compartment. Rock storage. Slide to open. Why is it so dark in here? Basically, it's a tin can. I mean, really, seriously, we're in a freaking tin can. What is that? It has a number on it. Number 1729. And it has a pressure dial. I'm guessing that's air. That's our air. Whew, okay, this is going to be a freaking boring ride for this guy. But that's okay. This is probably says not a, don't step here. It's just a number. There's a vent. This is going to be a boring ride. This is going to be a boring, frightening, scary ride the whole way down. But that's okay. That's okay. Jebediah is a good pilot, and we'll do good. And then Wilbus, I think, is going to be the new commander. Yeah, I kind of like his view of the world. So, okay, so we've done the transfer. And now the next step. Here we go. Here we go. The next step is to leave behind the Eagle. And first step in that is activating this engine. There's our main engine. Activate. Okay. That's good. And then the Eagle. Man, I should have put more lights on the Eagle. It's very dark. On the Eagle, we're going to deactivate. Oh, it's already deactivated. And then we're going to disconnect. That is just the most inconvenient place in the entire planet to, an entire ship to dock another ship, isn't it? So here we go. No, we don't want to control. We want to disable crossfeed. Undock. Bye-bye. And as soon as we do that, the camera reorients itself to the center of mass of the ship that you're flying. So you'll always be looking at the center of mass of the ship. Now, here we go. We're going to RCS away from that by rotating the ship the opposite direction I just did there. So we're going to pull that away. That's the W key, and then we're going to use an I and the L key to pull back on. I'm going to turn on the stabilization systems again, and we're just going to use RCS to push away. Come on, push away. Such a heavy ship. Push away, push away. Let's make sure our resources are not dropping too much. Right. There we go. We still have a lot of monopropellant. Electrical charge is having trouble. We must be on the dark side of the moon. There we go. Okay. And then if we switch to the Eagle, there the station is pulling away. Pulling away, pulling away. And I don't think I can control this ship anymore. No, there's no one on board. And the computer isn't smart enough on this ship to actually control the ship. So the Eagle is now scrap metal floating in space until someone comes up here and redocks with it. And there's enough solar panels on it that the batteries will stay charged, so the lights being on is okay and will help me find it and help me line up with it next time so I can dock to it and transfer crew. I hate to lose that ship. Well, I also hate to leave an enormous giant piece of metal floating in space like that. Invariably something will hit it. You know, maybe. Not for sure, but maybe. Okay, now let's figure out our moon trajectory. The Mun is out here. That is our target. And we are going to have to burn. It doesn't matter where we burn. We could burn at any point right now. Because basically all we're trying to do is get enough delta V that we start pulling away from Kerbal. But I want to make sure that I actually am going to meet the Mun at some point. And our orbits are actually pretty well synced. I don't have... Yeah, no, we're not going to have a problem. If my orbit was like 10 degrees off or something like that, the odds of actually finding the Mun would be rather difficult. Okay. Here we go. So we want to line the ship up with the current axis of movement, that little dog right there. So we need to pull the ship this way very slowly, and we will be pulling away from the Eagle because the Eagle came up from behind us in orbit, so we don't have to worry about smashing into it as we fly by, which does happen a little bit more than one really wants to. Oh, so slow to move. Let me turn off the RCS and see if I can do this just with reaction motors, reaction wheels. I've got enough reaction wheels on the ship that I think this should still be possible and would be a lot smoother than just about anything else I could do. And before we fire the engines, because we're talking about a lot of thrust. Turn the RCS just enough that there we go. Stop moving. Let's get ourselves positioned. Turn off RCS. And close the solar panels, because I don't want to tear them off. The odds of tearing them off when I get under thrust, I've got a mainsail engine, and the odds of that thing puts out enough G's that I really could shred the ship if I'm not careful. I can't do anything about the main antenna. That's not something you can close anymore. Used to be able to do that. Retract panels, close aperture door, keep everything safe. For the flight, I don't want to break anything. Wait for those to close, and closed. Okay, so we're lined up approximately. Let's get a little bit closer, a little bit more on the dot. That's so close. You know, over here, when we're this close to Kerbal, being off by that much doesn't matter if you're really just trying to catch up with another ship. But I'm trying to catch up with a satellite of this planet, and then it starts to really matter quite a bit. And we need a long burn. Let's calculate our burn. There's the Darby station. Let's add. Oops, I don't want to switch. And everything is so close together. Add a maneuver, and we want to burn for the moon. So we are go for lunar insertion orbit, and that's a lot of delta V. Let's get out to here-ish. Yeah, that's good. We'll get out here, and once we're out here, then we'll start bringing ourselves into an orbit that will intersect the Mun. Where's the Mun going to be? The Mun's going to catch up with us. Yeah. I think the Mun's going to catch up with us. So in T-minus 14 seconds, 13, 12. I like actually watching the ship to make sure that nothing is flying loose, and we need to do a little bit of adjustment. T-minus 7. Come on, bring the ship into alignment with our proposed burn. 3, 2, 1. Firing up. Firing up. Firing up. Ooh, we are having a lot of trouble staying on course. You know what? I've got too much weight on this side of the ship. It looks like we're going to be able to pull it around. But I really want more control. So I'm going to turn on the RCS system. Come on. Keep us in alignment. I might have to jettison one of those pods. And we're going to bring that mainsail engine completely up to thrust. Let's get our resources going again. We've got enough fuel for the burn. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Oh, we're losing it. 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 Back down. Hammer it around. Get it into alignment. Oh, man. I very well might have to jettison one of those pods just so I can get the ship to balance. Oh, look at it. Rock and roll. Holy cow. That cannot be fun. That has to just be absolute terror to be inside of right now. Oh. How you guys doing? Jebediah loves it. He loves it. Patable not so happy. Willibus, stay calm, dude. Stay calm. You're the commander. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Stay on target. Stay on target. See, we're starting. Here's our actual track. Starting to creep out. Starting to creep out. Starting to creep out. Takes a huge, phenomenal amount of delta V right now to get the ship to move at all. And we are losing our trajectory. I am pulling us down by hand. Oh, come on. Come on. Get back in alignment. Stay on. Get on target. There we are. There we are. We're back. Oh, God. Okay. That was AWS. F turns off the SAS temporarily, and then the manual controls are WASD QE to yaw and pitch and roll, and yeah, that's it. There's 3 axes: yaw, pitch, roll. Yeah. So, doing okay, but see, now we got this blue marker is to the right, and that means that that's where we should be burning to get the trajectory that we asked for. And you can see we're not quite lined up with the moon anymore. So, but the Mun is the pink dot, which means we're kind of in the average of where we thought we should be going. Oh. We're almost done. 34 more seconds of burn, and we'll be there. Come on, have 34 more seconds of burn. Oh. I am not going to be able to refuel from here. I am not going to be able to refuel out here. Okay, we're stopping. We're shutting down. We are going to shut down. We'll do a new move here that will, come on, add a maneuver. Get rid of that maneuver. Here's my new maneuver. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know what happened. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to jettison some of those satellites. Nuts! I overbuilt the ship. Oh, look at her rock and roll. Okay, let's turn off the RCS. Let's turn off the stabilization system. Let's let her just settle down. That is horrifying. If I had had the solar panels out, they would be following me in orbit right now. Oh no, our electrical charge is way, way down. Ooh. Doggone it, doggone it, doggone it. One of the things you can do to cheat is you can actually abandon the you can go back to yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually go back to Space Center because there's nothing I can do to get this ship to calm down. And the game won't keep track of the individual movement of the individual parts. And when I come back, then I'll be able to do something. That was scary. Okay, that's the end of this video. So that's what it's like. That's what it's like to do that. It's fun. It's quite a bit of fun. And that's 30 minutes, so let's stop there. When we come back, what we'll do is we'll jettison a couple of satellites. In fact, we'll get all of them. And we'll see how far we can get them out into orbit. And that hopefully will make the ship light enough that then we can actually get to the Mun. I'll talk to you later.